greatest things I love to do, health-wise and just in general, is juice. I absolutely love amazing fruit juice. But sometimes you go to these juice places and they want $10, $12, $15 for a regular size glass of juice, like this, 20 ounces or less, okay? So I like to juice. And today we're getting ready to juice this whole bowl of fruits and vegetables. A lot of you all may say fruit is expensive right now, and sometimes it is. You can go to the store and get a big old apple like this, and it's like $1.99 or $2.99 per pound, and this weighs 1 pound, okay? So you say, how are you juicing all of this? For the first thing, I always make sure I buy this kind of fruit, especially for juicing, on sale. I've got carrots in here. I've got some of my favorite. And I like these juiced and unjuiced. These are golden beets. They were on sale. I got these apples. They were 3 in a bag for $1. So you have to be strategic in your shopping if you want to juice like me. Otherwise, you can grow your own, because as soon as the season changes and I start growing more, I'll be juicing more vegetables. I'll be juicing more things that I grow in my garden. That's at the Scaredy Cat Gardener on YouTube, okay? And did you know the reason we can enjoy fresh juice today at home is thanks to a Black woman's invention in 1916. So, in honor of Black History Month, I'm using my new Laudlife Juicer. Whip up juice from my vegetables and fruits. In honor of Black History Month, I find it appropriate to discuss the Black history of wellness and juicing. Let's start with Norbert Rillieux. We like to refer to him as the father of juicing processing. Before Rillieux, extracting juice from plants like sugarcane was a death trap for enslaved workers. They had to hand ladle boiling liquid between open kettles. It was called the Jamaican train method. But in 1843, Rillieux invented the multiple effect evaporator. It used a vacuum to boil juice at lower temperatures using the steam from the previous batch. This wasn't just about sugar. It was the first time science was used to safely and efficiently refine plant juices on a massive scale. He essentially is the grandfather of industrial juice extraction. And that brings me to the early 1900s. Madeline M. Turner, the inventor of your kitchen routine. In 1916, Madeline Turner was tired of hand squeezing her morning orange juice. She didn't just find a better way. She engineered a machine that changed the world. Her Turner's fruit press was revolutionary because it was an assembly line in a box. You pushed the fruit in, a cog halved it, and plates sporadically pressed the juice out. Look at your Laudlife Juicer. The way it feeds, halves, and presses is a direct evolution of the patent Madeline filed over 100 years ago. Patent examiners at that time called her design ingenious. Moving on to the 1864 era to 1943, George Washington Carver, the master of extracts. Most people know him as the Peanut Man, but Carver was really the king of extract. He believed every plant had a liquid essence that could heal or help. He developed over 300 products from peanuts and 118 from sweet potatoes, including milks, oils, and juices. He taught Black farmers that their health was in the soil, advocating for liquid nutrition from the crops they grew. When we juice sweet potatoes and peanuts, yes, you can juice them for milk, we are practicing the Carver method of finding the highest value in simple crops. Then Dr. Elvina Fulton, 1906 to 1999, the queen of holistic nutrition. Dr. Fulton was a pioneer who opened the Fultonian Health Food and Fasting Center in Chicago in the 1950s. Decades before juice cleanses were a trend, she famously cured her own bleeding ulcers using raw cabbage juice. She became the nutritionist for the civil rights movement, teaching legends like Dick Gregory and Muhammad Ali that the more you juice, the more you live. She was the bridge between ancestral root work and modern juicing. She proved that juice isn't just a drink, it's medicine. Now, you can't have a fresh juice bar if the fruit rots before it gets to you. I'm talking about Frederick McKinley Jones, the reason your fruit is fresh. Jones invented the first portable air cooling unit for trucks and trains. This allowed fresh produce to be shipped across the country without spoiling. Every time we buy fresh kale or citrus that traveled from another state, we owe it to his invention. He made the fresh juice industry possible. Now I want to show you how I'm putting into practice the Laudlife Juicer. You saw Madeline Turner's patent in 1916. Well, this is the 2026 version of that genius. Laudlife Juicer has a lot of features that I just absolutely love. And one of them is that you do not have to cut your fruits and veggies up into small pieces, okay? Now, you do need to core your apples. So if you have an actual apple core, you can just push that down in there and then you can actually juice the core whole, okay? So I have big pieces. You don't have to cut it down into small pieces at all. It has safety features on it, so if the top is open, it will not run. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with our juicing. We're gonna juice some apples, and I have a golden beet that I'm gonna put in here. This is amazing. I am just actually cutting off the tops. The tops are going to go in here as well. Now, I'm not so particular about a recipe for juice. I just juice what I kind of like together, and over time I may add something different in, I may take something out. One thing I do when I'm juicing is always add a little bit of lemon. It preserves the color, and it also just gives it that little hint of extra acid that sometimes is needed when you are juicing. Now right now, this is going to be an apple, beet, and ginger juice. I am going to add some carrots into it as well. And I want to show you that not only can you put these big pieces of fruit right down in the juicer, you can also, I'm putting the whole beet in here because it doesn't have any seeds or anything, so I don't need to cut it up as well. It holds a lot, and wait until you see how dry the pulp is. That's going to be amazing. Drop my little lemon in here, adding in a few carrots. Always adding in a little chunk of ginger to my juice as well. And I am even putting some celery in here. All of that, not small dices, not time consuming. Want to put our cups here. This is our measuring cup. It actually holds 20 ounces. So we put our measuring cup there, and we will put our pulp cup here. Now, when you are juicing, keep in mind that if you have the option to have this little opening where the juice flows out, open or closed, you want to keep it closed at first. This is going to allow the juices, give it an opportunity for the juices to actually mix. Then you can release it once you see that the juices are mixed and it's full. So from here, we're just going to turn it to on. So we have about 8 ounces of juice. It's nice and smooth and clear. Sometimes when you have juice, you have to strain it again. But I want to show you how nice and dry this pulp is. This means when your pulp is that dry, it means that all of the juice has been extracted. See, I'm squeezing this and no juice is coming out of it, none whatsoever, okay? That's because this pulp is extra dry. So we have extracted all the juice we can out of that. So it's a little bit more than 8 ounces because this is actually a 20-ounce container. So as you can see, it's 3/4 of the way full. Laudlife is efficient. It separates the pulp. That's the legacy of Madeline Turner. Turner wanted a comfortable way to get her nectar, and Laudlife definitely delivered on that. Look at the vibrancy. Dr. Elvina Fulton used to say that color is the life force of the plant. Which of these 5 pioneers had the biggest impact on your kitchen? For me, it's Madeline Turner. I can't imagine hand squeezing every morning anymore. And now for the fun part. Let's head to the sink. I want to show you all how easy it is to clean. It also has a little pusher attachment. That's what you saw me pushing it down with. And it has a brush to clean all the different parts. It also disassembles easy. As a safety measure, it has to be open before you can remove it. So open it up, turn it counterclockwise, pick this up. This bottom part here. And it just lifts up just like that. Then this will come out. It's plastic, so you don't have to worry about cutting your hand. Now let's head to the sink. All of the parts basically just rinse off, but make sure you have some type of stopper in your sink to catch any of the shreds of fruit. Make sure you're using nice warm water, okay? It's not necessary to put any soap in it, but if you choose to, make sure you rinse it well. See how easy that's rinsing off? Take your brush it a little bit. Nice and clean. Same thing. Now this one you definitely want to get down in there with your brush. Here, nice and clean. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today here in my kitchen. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. This Laudlife Juicer is amazing. And if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description and you can receive 30% off of your purchase at checkout. The discount code will also be in the description. Oh my goodness. So these are 20-ounce containers. So I was able to make 6 of those plus this glass. Okay. So that is amazing. Cheers. Let's give it a taste. This is carrot and ginger. It is so good. Oh my goodness. There is nothing like fresh squeezed juice. And that stuff you're getting in the store, in those bottles, it ain't fresh squeezed juice. Most of it is made from concentrate. Some of it has other things in it because they need to preserve it. But when you got an orange and you just squeezing that juice out of it, this is real juice. Oh my goodness. And I will see you all next time. The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Bye-bye.